In this video, I'm going to show you some Indian rhythms. These are from Lockett's book, Indian Rhythms for the Drum Set. So you'll find this file in the public library. So to access the public library, it's in the menu and you click on Public Library. And you actually register for this from the About Help page, and there are instructions if you haven't already gotten a free account. So once you're logged into the library, if you scroll down to World Rhythms and then Indian Drumming, that's where I put this file. And what we're actually looking at is in Indian Drumming, they have a system where they have this sequence of claps and waves to count a bar of 5. So here it is, Pete Lockett 5-beat modulation. That's the one we're looking at. And so this is the page from the book. And I'll also add a link if you want to buy the book. There's some really great stuff in here. So you have this sequence of claps and waves on the bottom. So clap, wave, wave. And this is orchestrated for drum kit. So it's kick, rest, hat, hat, rest. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then over the top, you're counting 5 half notes, and then 5 quarter notes, and then 8th note triplets and every other one of those. So that's essentially quarter note triplets you're playing in. And then 8th notes, and then 8th note triplets, and then 16th notes. So this is what the preset in PolyNome contains. So we'll go back and install this preset. So to install, you just tap on the link and then choose Open in PolyNome. So we can then view the imports. So it's a playlist. We're in the playlist manager, so I'll tap on it and load. So we have the half note, and then the quarter note, then the quarter note triplet, 8th note triplet, and 16th note. So if we load up the half note and go ahead and look at this, you can see we've got this 5-beat rhythm on the bottom: kick, rest, hat, hat, rest. And then on the top, we're counting to 5 in half notes. So it sounds like this.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So you can see it's 2 repeats
5.
of the bottom. And then it moves on to the next one in the list, which is the quarter note modulation. So this is now quarter notes on the top against the same pattern on the bottom.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So then we've got the 5-beat modulation with the quarter note triplet. You can see that these are automatically advancing one to the next, and if I didn't stop it, it would play right through them. So this is what this one sounds like.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And then the next one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1.
And then we're back to the top.
2.
So at the moment, they are all set to 1 repetition, and you'll note that it also tells us how many bars they take. So the 5-beat modulation with the half note takes 1 bar of 5-2, whereas the quarter note is 1 bar of 5-4. So if we wanted them all to last the same length of time, we could tap on this, tap on the gear icon, and set the repeat to be 2 reps. And then you'll see that this is 2 bars of 5-4 and 1 bar of 5-2. And then the 5-beat modulation with the quarter note triplet, 1 rep of that is 2 bars of 5-4. The 8th note, 1 rep is 1 bar of 5-4, so we'll go ahead and change this to be 2 reps. So you can see 2 bars of 5-4. And then 8th note triplet is 1 bar of 5-4, and the 16th is 1 bar of 5-4. So we'll change those. We can do them together by clicking on the pencil icon, choosing those, and we can go Actions, Set Reps 2. So now everything is the equivalent of 2 bars of 5-4, 2 bars of 5-4, 2 bars of 5-4, 2 bars of 5-4, and 1 bar of 5-2 is the same thing. So now if we play this through, you'll see that we get the same length of time for each exercise.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1.
And then we're back to the top. So finally, because these are all individual presets, if you want to work on this at a different tempo, if I go ahead and change the tempo of this first one to say 120, then you'll note that that one's changed, but the others haven't. Now, ideally, we're going to want them all to change. So to do that, you tap on the padlock icon on the tempo and you'll see the tempo markings disappear, and now everything will play at the tempo that you have set here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So that's just an example of how you can use PolyNome to work on your Indian drumming.